Hello, and welcome to this session. My name is Ada Adram Study Abroad. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll be discussing a topic I would theme the deposit trap. It's actually a topic that many students misunderstand when planning to study abroad. But the topic is why low deposits can mislead international students. Before we go any further, I have a request. I'm looking at our analytics. There are too many of you watching and spying without subscribing. So I'm asking you directly to please just hit the subscribe button and like this video if you actually get any value from it. It helps us to reach more students who genuinely need this information. So please do it before we continue. So we're looking at the deception of the low deposit. Many students end up choosing a university because the deposit looks small. And I understand why. So it's deceptive to you. You just feel, well, I'm just going to pay this little amount. You see a number like £1,000 deposit, £3,000 deposit, and you think, okay, this is manageable. The cost must be affordable and I can pay this and then figure out the rest later. But here's the reality that too many students discover only after they have arrived. That deposit only secures your seat at the university. This does not show the full tuition and it does not reflect the total cost of the program. Many programs still cost between 10 to, it goes between 10, 15 and above. And small deposits don't mean the course is cheap. It just means the university has made the first payment low to encourage applications. It is a marketing strategy and not a discount. So my first piece of advice is always check the full cost of the program before you apply. Don't let a small deposit give you a false sense of security. Let me repeat this point because it is critical to everything else we will discuss today. A low deposit does not mean low tuition. The deposit is simply the first payment to secure your place. After that, the remaining tuition still needs to be paid in full. Most deposits range from £3,000 to £5,000 to £6,000. In many cases, it's 50% of the tuition fees. That is the amount you pay to hold your spot, but the total tuition for the year can be significantly higher. In many cases, the remaining balance is still a lot of money, even more depending on the program and the university. This is why I always tell students, do not choose a university just based only on deposits. Look at the full annual tuition, and that is the real number that matters. If you cannot afford the full annual tuition, a low deposit doesn't change the fact. It only delays the moment when you have to face the reality of the full cost. So just trying to pay a low deposit and hope for the best is certainly of no use to you, because whatever the full amount is, you're still going to have to pay that amount. So those smaller tuitions attract you in the beginning, but please ensure that you have made your calculations properly to ensure that you can afford the tuition fees for the full year. Another thing many students do not realize is that the large payments still come after arrival. Paying a small deposit upfront does not delay the rest of the fees. It doesn't mean that the university will give you months to gather the remaining. Most universities send the next tuition fee invoice shortly after enrollment, and in many cases you may even need to pay that the first part of the payment as soon as you arrive. In many cases, it's around half of the tuition fee that you're expected to pay. Let me give you an example. If your course fee costs $20,000 a year, you might pay £3,000 deposit, and then shortly after you get an invoice to cover at least 50% of that amount, which may be £7,000. That's a significant amount of money to pay while you are also settling into a new country. Students who are not prepared for this often feel financial pressure immediately. They arrive excited to start their studies, and within weeks, they're stressed about how to meet the next payment deadline. Knowing the payment schedule before traveling helps to prepare you properly and avoid that stress. So please take note. This leads me to another point. Many international students experience financial pressure shortly after arrival because several expenses begin at the same time. It's not just tuition that comes due. Tuition fee invoices often arrive within the first 30 to 90 days of enrollment. At the same time, you've got rent, you've got accommodation, deposit that you need to pay immediately. Most landlords will not let you move in without paying a deposit and the first month's rent upfront. Living costs also begin straight away. Food, transportation, utilities, mobile phone bills, all these are expenses and they will hit your bank account within the short window. Currency exchange rates can also affect how your money goes. If the exchange rate shifts unfavorably, your carefully saved funds may not stretch as far as you planned, which has happened in the past. When many costs happen together, students can feel overwhelmed. This is why planning your finances before traveling is so important. So don't wait till you arrive to think about how you will cover these expenses. The visa officers are looking carefully at your financial preparation during a student visa application. One key requirement is proof that you have enough funds for your studies. This means showing you can cover both tuition fees and living expenses for the duration of your program. Paying a small deposit into a university does not reduce this requirement. The visa officer still expects clear evidence that you can support yourself during the studies. If the funds are not sufficient, the visa can be refused automatically. The officer will look at your bank statements and calculate whether you have enough to cover the full year. For this reason, it's always important to check the official financial requirements for the visa before completing your application. Do not assume that a low deposit will make the visa process easier, because it will not. Generally, for the UK, there is you only need to show one month of your bank statement. But still, these days, the embassy for the UK is interviewing students and trying to find out a bit more about your financial history as well as other things. So just paying a small deposit with no real way to show how you plan to pay the balance is not going to be favorable to you. So I just like you to be very mindful of this point. So good financial planning is something successful international students take seriously. Studying abroad involves more than just paying tuition fees, packing your bags, and just sending pictures from abroad. The total cost of the program includes accommodation, food, transportation, and other everyday expenses that you will face from day one. So it's really important that you are prepared for these. When students calculate the full budget early, they avoid financial stress. They arrive with confidence because they know exactly what to expect and they have prepared for it. Preparing your finances before applying helps you focus on your studies instead of worrying about money during the semester. I want you to take action today. Before you apply to any university, write down the full tuition cost. Research the living costs of that city, take the visa financial requirements, calculate the exchange rate risk, and most importantly, do not allow low deposits or the low deposit trap to catch you into thinking the program is affordable. Professional guidance can make the study abroad process much clearer. At Drum Study Abroad, we support students in choosing universities that match their goals and budgets. Our team helps students understand the full cost of studying before you apply. We also review visa eligibility carefully to reduce the risk of rejection, and our advice is based on real experience. Working with international students just like you, we've seen the mistakes they make, we've seen different kinds of students, and we know how to help you avoid them. If you are planning to study abroad, you must study abroad, and we'll be very happy to help you plan your journey with confidence. Before you leave, please take a moment to subscribe, like this video, and if you found it helpful, please give us a like. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Drum Study Abroad, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, Drum Study Abroad. You'll be able to get more study abroad opportunities that you will hear nowhere else. Thank you for your time, and I wish you the best upon your journey, and see you in the next video.